və şagirdlər. Sizi bugün bu möhtəşəm zalımızda görməkdən böyük qürur duyuruq və məmnunuq. Bu səhnə bu il ərzində və ümumiyyətlə bu illər ərzində bir çox tanınmış qonaqları qarşılayıb, yola salıb və şagirdlərimiz də onlarla çox maraqlı interaktiv söhbətlər aparıblar, görüşləri olub. Bugünkü görüş həmişəkindən fərqlənəcək, artıq elanlardan da görmüsünüz ki, siz bugün, mən düşünürdüm ki, o sonra gələcək, amma artıq buradadır və siz bugün humanoid Ardi ilə, yəni yüksək süni intellektlə təmin olunmuş humanoid Ardi ilə tanış olmuşsunuz artıq. Və düşünürəm ki, bugünkü görüşümüz çox maraqlı olacaq. Səmimi bir etiraf edim, sizə qibdə ilə yanaşıram. Çünki biz sizin yaşınızda olanda həmişə xəyallarımızda fikirləşirdik ki, belə bir robot olaydı, evimizdə olaydı, nədəsə kömək edəydi. Ancaq fantastik filmlərdə görürdük, bir də xəyallarımızda yaşayırdıq. Amma siz xəyallarda deyilsiniz, reallıqda yaşayırsınız və həmin robotlarla eyni dünyanı paylaşırsınız, eyni məkanı paylaşırsınız. Buna görə düşünürəm ki, sizin bəxtiniz gətirib, xoşbəxtsiz. Onlar sizin üçün əl çatandılar. Hətta bəlkə də siz gələcəkdə bunlardan daha yaxşısını yaratmaq imkanına maliksiniz. Sizi çox intizarda qoymayın bugünkü söhbətimiz üçün və mən ilk çıxış üçün məktəbin rəhbəri Mr. Nelson Oregon'u dəvət etmək istəyirəm. Mr. Nelson, can I invite you on stage for your speech?
Thank you, Ms. Heydər. Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? Distinguished guests, dear students, teacher, and Ardi here. Thank you. Welcome, everybody, for attending this important event. And thank you for the organizers for giving me this opportunity to start with a few reflections about a topic that is very exciting and very intriguing, such it is the impact of the recent innovations in education, particularly the impact of artificial intelligence in education. So let me start with a short story. It so happens that 25 years ago, I was having a similar conversation with some colleagues as me as the head of the math department at a university in Colombia. And we were discussing the impact of a recent technology back then, which was the use of graphic display calculators in the classroom. So similarly as the discussions that are recently taking place in different academic forums and events, and even informally speaking, to what extent is that by using technology, we are going in detriment of exploring human capabilities and student potential. So the same conversation, and it seems to be like a deja vu, to be honest, that we were having 25 years ago, we're having right now. Back then, this is how mathematics education worked. We wanted to, in the classroom, no matter if we were teaching potential of future engineers or scientists, the mathematics classroom worked the same way. And it was fundamentally the emulation of mathematical discovery, which sounds very exciting because we were approaching, abstractly speaking, a problem. We discovered patterns. We used generalization processes. We did all the work, all the hard work in asking students to prove their own theorems, and then come up with really rigorous answers to really rigorous questions. So that's kind of how it worked. So with the introduction of the calculator, some of my colleagues thought, okay, this is a shortcut, because if we rely on technology to develop certain tasks, then our students won't be able to approach a journey that then we believe was important for them to learn proper mathematics. So the whole thing became the answer, what is proper mathematics in the classroom? We came up to the idea that it's not that with the introduction of new technologies, we're going in detriment of the students' abilities, but rather in the exploration of new ones. So definitely what happened then, and I believe it's happening right now, is this. We provide in a mathematics classroom the context and the learning environment for students to become problem solvers. That's the most important thing. So we use technology in favor of developing problem-solving skills in our students. So pedagogists back then established a framework for the education of the 21st century. So we say, okay, so what's important now? Is it important to develop a content as a scientist do? Or is it more important to develop abilities for life? And I think that the latter was the answer back then. So the framework for the education of the 21st century seeks the cultivation of horizontal skills, of soft skills, problem-solving skills, critical thinking, ICT literacy, financial literacy, so that we as teachers, we provide the context for them to explore the world with the proper knowledge and understanding, with the proper content, with the proper questions. Recently, I had the immense opportunity, the unique opportunity to visit one of our STEM lessons. And this is how a lesson of this kind worked here at MTK. The teacher presented a problem, a real life problem. So there's earthquakes around the world, and that's dangerous. Clearly it's dangerous. Clearly, lots of victims suffer from these catastrophes around the world each year. So clearly we need to investigate about proper ways of approaching this issue, maybe with better buildings. So our teacher in the STEM subject divided the classroom in different groups, and they approached the problem using creativity, using an interdisciplinary approach in which each student did calculations, were creative, used what they have learned in sciences, and working as a team collaboratively, they came up with different solutions. And you will see how interesting it was by looking at the different solutions that the students came with this approach. So that is innovation in education, in a nutshell. The way in which we use different approaches, probably new in the school, so that our school community grows. Now, in innovation, there's always two sides of the same coin. "600 years ago, with the introduction of the press print, the way in which knowledge was spread changed dramatically. Now, more recently, with the introduction of internet, new technologies, the way in which we think pedagogy, in which we think education, had to change dramatically. So there is some absolutely positive ways in the introduction of artificial intelligence, more precisely with the introduction of ChatGPT, or the public release of ChatGPT in late 2022 as a generative technological tool. Now, it so happens that over the last few years, 70%, this in Germany, one of the more innovative countries in the world, 70% of the students in master degree students use at some point in their programs artificial intelligence tools. Nearly 2/3 of the undergraduate students use them as well. And in doctoral degree, a little bit more than half of the students use nowadays artificial intelligence tools. There is no denying the advantages of using new technologies for reaching marginalized learners, for coming up with creative solutions to different real-life problems. Now, as I mentioned before, there is another side of the coin, because with new technologies, the digital poverty also increases, and that is a real effect. Now, there is a staggering number of over 31%, according to the latest UNESCO statistics, 31% of the students worldwide didn't have access to online education during the pandemics. So the question is not whether or not what goes in detriment of the students or the humanity, of our humanity's capabilities with the introduction of the use of AI in education, but what is the real potential that we can explore as educators, and I believe that is important. So, in conclusion, I would like to bring a sentence that I recently found in the New York Times. It says, AI will force us humans to double down on those talents and skills that only human possesses. The most important thing about AI may be that it shows us what it cannot do, so that it reveals our real potential and what we can offer as human beings. Digital innovation can and must be designed to protect human agency. Thank you very much. And now I will cordially invite our dear guests to approach the stage to continue the debate. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, dear students. Good afternoon, dear school leadership. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. We are glad, we're happy to meet all of you today. My name is Aysel Süleymanova. I'm the Communications Director of Bakcell. I would like to introduce my colleagues today. Elhan Sadrzadeh, the Marketing Director of Bakcell. Klaus Müller, Chief Executive Officer of Bakcell. You all know Aygün Hanım, your CEO, school CEO, and our students, whom we are happy to see at the panel today, Gabil and Irem. Welcome. We're happy to have you today here. We are living in a very interesting times, and I'd like to pick up on Aygün Hanım's speech that we are a little bit jealous that you have this opportunity today that we didn't have when we were students of the primary school, of the high school. So it was, the world is changing indeed. The world is changing so rapidly that we need to adapt to stay relevant. Several years ago, in one of my previous roles, I was interviewing the CEOs of the business entities, the organizations in Azerbaijan. It was part of the global CEO survey presented in Davos, and Azerbaijan was part of the survey. And what we discovered back then, when I was interviewing every single CEO who mentioned that in order to evolve and in order to stay relevant, every organization needs to change its innovative strategy, not only in terms of technology and AI, but overall. The subject was like either you evolve or you die in business. It's very important to stay relevant and to change the way you work, to change the way you approach your digital strategies, the way you change your technologies, innovations, and how you apply AI in your daily operations. So this was reported by 40% of the global CEOs, including Azerbaijan. So on one hand, innovations are here, and you have this opportunity to grab the momentum. But on the other hand, you need to be really fast in order to do this in time, in order to stay relevant in your studies, in business, in future, in your work. So you need to be really fast. As a mother of three, it's my second actual interaction with the students of your age, and I'm very thankful for these opportunities, because I know that generations, how you call it, Alpha and Z, are very different from the previous generation. So I have both at home, so we are learning constantly from each other. With this, I would like to start with the questions today. So the first question will be to all the panel participants, and I would like to address the first question to Ilhan, and then we'll pass to other panel participants. So, talking about innovations, this is a fancy world, a very trendy world. What does it mean to you personally, Ilhan? What is innovation for you?
Thank you, Aisha. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm delighted to be here with you. And regarding Aisha's questions, what innovations means to me, I think innovations is imagining something impossible and making it possible. So it's looking the world around us, seeing the things that can be improved, and finding creative ways to make it better. So it can have different, dimensions. So and it's not just about technology. It's about a new way of thinking and finding innovative ways to solve the problems. So whether it is developing a new app or finding some sustainable way to live, or even finding a way to study better. So innovation is the key to the progress. So in my opinion, innovation empowers the future, and it helps us to make a better future and have the positive impact that will make better future generation that will come after us. Thank you. Klaus?
Hello, everyone. Well, what does innovation mean for me? The easiest way to explain might be to use an example. Something that you happen to see as quite normal. Let me tell you quickly the story of the first mobile phone call, because I believe this is a very good example of showing what innovation can mean. Most probably not many people in this room were alive when the first mobile phone call was made. Actually, I was 7 years old, and I'm a little bit older than you. So it was in 1973 when the first mobile phone call was made. It was made in New York City by a Motorola engineer. You may not even have heard the brand name Motorola anymore because it stopped many years ago. But this was the time when the first mobile phone call was made. And you have to imagine the first mobile phone later got the nickname of brick phone because it was like a brick, like you built walls with it. It was almost 1 kilo of weight, and the loading time for the battery was 10 hours. So it took 10 hours to load it, and then you could speak with the phone for 30 minutes. Then the battery was empty, and you had to load it again. And you could only speak. No mobile internet, no text message, no WhatsApp, no games, only talk. That was an innovation at that time. So for the ones that are a little bit more familiar with those kind of things, let me add the fascinating part of it. Because many of you know that if you want to make a phone call with a mobile phone, you need an antenna somewhere in order to receive the signal and transport the signal. Otherwise, you are sending a signal, but it's not received. So you need a so-called base station to transport the signal. So now, imagine you have developed the first mobile phone, but there are no base stations. So how, in all of the world, do you make a phone call without having an antenna? Here, it was a nice coincidence that actually AT&T, the #1 American telephone company, was planning to bring telephones into the car because they thought such heavy telephones would never ever be used by anyone, and so you need either a telephone at home or you have to bring it into a car. That's why they planned to introduce phones in the car. And in order to do that, they had established a few base stations all around New York City. And that was the lucky coincidence that this engineer from Motorola actually somehow used, because he then could use those few existing base stations that were supposed to serve cars. So that's another lesson of innovations. Sometimes you need to be lucky enough that you can build on others' work. And the other work was not intended for a mobile phone, it was intended for something completely different. But this clever guy found a way to use a mobile phone to invent a mobile phone. And when he was asked, why did he do it? He said, listen, I have a completely different vision for the future. All my colleagues always see a telephone located and linked to a specific location, because that was the case at those days. Telephones had so-called geographical numbers. They were linked to a home or to an office, to a physical space. And even the idea of the colleagues at AT&T was, again, to link the phone to the car, a physical space. But this guy had a vision. He actually thought, no, let's not link the phone to a physical space. Let's allow every individual to have such a piece that is not linked to any location. That was his dream. That's why he developed this mobile phone. And now it's not a surprise. Actually, last time I looked it up, there are more mobile phone subscriptions even in the world than population. So on average, every inhabitant of this planet has at least one mobile phone. So the vision of this guy actually came true, and now a telephone is considered to be a personal computer, and it's not linked to a place, it is linked to a person. That symbolizes a little bit what innovations can mean and bring. And let me close this short story with an additional element. Do not believe it's always easy. He did this first call in 1973, and it took another 10 years before the phone was marketed, launched, and sold. Because it's radio waves, it's spectrum, it's frequencies, so it requires a lot of regulatory approvals. The things must be safe. And when the phone was launched, the price was $4,000, so some 7,000 something manats. That was in 1983. I believe we came a long time since then, and that is a little bit what innovations means for me. And maybe I said, if you allow, we would also do a little bit of an intro, because you skipped that part for Elhan and me. So let me also quickly introduce myself a little bit. I'm the CEO of Bakcell, and I have worked all my life in telecommunications. You may have already thought so about my lengthy story about mobile phones. I have a more than 20 years history with Deutsche Telekom. I grew up in Germany and worked for Deutsche Telekom. After I left Deutsche Telekom, I actually worked for McKinsey in the United States. And before I came in order to take over Bakcell 1.5 years ago, I was the interim CEO of AS Telecom. You for sure have heard about AS Telecom. That is the fixed incumbent in Azerbaijan. And since we are here in a school, I should add that I have spent a significant part of my life in schools and universities. I did my university time in Germany first. It took me quite long. I wish that you can finish this much faster than me. It took me more than 9 years to make it all the way to a PhD. Then I started my career in the telecommunications industry, and midway through, I did some executive MBA education in Spain, and just recently, I did another 4 years of refresh at the University of Utah in the United States in order to prepare for my next career after retirement. So I'm happy to be here. To some extent, it's good to see the next generation sitting in front of me. Partly, I have it at home. It's not that I'm a father of three, like my colleague Aysel, but I managed to have one daughter. But she was actually much more productive than I was, because she has 3 daughters herself. So I'm the proud father of 1 daughter and 3 granddaughters.
Okay, a brief story of mine. I born and live in Baku. The Bakcell is my third working place. So I started my career at advertising agency called Makin Baku. They moved to the other phone company called the NAR brand, telecommunication brand, you all heard about, and recently joined Bakcell as a marketing director. I graduated from AD University, did an EMBA there. So I have about 17 years of work experience already. So again, happy to see all of you here. Thank you.
To remote back just very quickly about myself, I've joined Bakcell 3 months ago, so I'm a new joiner. I'm happy to be with the Bakcell family now. I am the Director of Communications at Bakcell, and I'm the chairwoman of the Marketing, Communications and Business Development Committee of the American Chamber of Commerce in Azerbaijan. And I'm also the private advisor on communications for some of the government organizations. I can come and please, introduction, just very quickly.
My name is Bakcell-in. I'm a student of ATI2. So innovation for me is development. By creating something new, we can have a great impact on our world and make our lives better. For example, in the past, there were many people living in these countries, farming and making money by that. But after, when various types of technologies were made, like factories, etc., people moved from countries to cities to work in factories, etc. They moved from primary section to secondary, tertiary, etc. In conclusion, it makes our lives better and easier to live and make money. Thank you.
Hello, my name is İrem from grade I1. I'm Turkish. I've been living here for 7 years. Innovation for me, it's new ideas, development of the future. It's making our lives easier. For example, transportation. Pretty much, like for example, metros, subways, they're all important so that our future can be easier. And we don't have to put much effort into having a well quality life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Irem. How many of you have iPhones? Almost everyone. So this is the next question. How do you feel innovations in your daily lives, dear panel speakers? Just quickly, yes, Stefan, you can start how your morning you started today with innovations, or how do you feel it every day?
For me, I feel innovations every day is the small things that make our life easier and more exciting. So, for example, just usage of the mobile phone to text to our family members, to the friends, or something, learning new skills online, or even advanced technologies like voice assistants at home. So innovation is everywhere. So I think innovations turn everyday small tasks to the excitement, Innovations, for me, even the way we study and have fun have changed with innovation, with the education apps, online games, and etc. So innovations help us to solve our problems, to progress, and even to explore the world in a new way. So this is my short answer.
Everyone, thanks a lot. This makes me think actually, because with this artificial intelligence, there is this contradiction, right? You heard about ChatGPT, and those are all software type of models, right? They don't feel that this is a cold digital 0 and 1 world, but at the same time we have Ardi here, which is a physical piece of saying that you can grab. So that's the moment when this software part and the robotic part actually come together in order to create something new and to feel it. Well, honestly, last time I felt it, let me tell you, was actually just yesterday. I'm a football fan, and I was watching the British Premier League final day of Championship Day, and I'm streaming those TV signals from my home in Germany actually, and my TV service provider introduced a new feature that allows to switch off the commentators, and I can only listen to the stadium sound. So usually the commentators say something that I many times do not agree with. So I really like this opportunity to switch off the commentators and only hear the stadium sound. Then I put my headphones on and I feel almost as if I would be watching the game in the stadium. That is something that makes me feel the innovation, and I think that is also the next step in this artificial intelligence, that for the time being those models are really heavy and they consume an incredible amount of energy, and you need a ton of money to make them run. So ChatGPT, for example, is in the many millions of dollars that you need in order to feed it with the data and in order to feed it with energy. But sooner or later, this intelligence needs to come into a physical part, like Ardi here. So that's why I think the question is quite topical to see how you feel innovation. Again, my example of yesterday, I felt it by putting the headphones on and watching the stadium sound, feeling as if I were at the stadium.
Daim?
Innovations make me feel so easy along the day, because when I wake up, I don't think by going to go to libraries or things to search information, etc. I just have to open my phone and search up the information I need, and that's all I have to do. So it makes me comfortable, and I'm positive with that.
Thank you.
How I feel about innovation is I'm so glad it exists. For example, I'm going outside, but the wind is really loud, or there are constructions going on, but I like listening to music when I go outside. I don't know, I can't hear the music, but I have developed headphones which can enable active noise cancelling. And if I want to listen to music peacefully, it can block out everything that's going around, the sounds that are in my environment. Without innovation, I don't know how I would survive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The next is my favorite question. And before asking the question to my fellow panel speakers, I'd like to address to the followers here. If someone has any ideas, you can just answer this question as well. If you would be given the superpower, what would be your ideas in terms of the new function or feature you would create in terms of innovations or AI?
Thank you, Asya, for the question. If I had a superpower, I would probably create some knowledge sharing platform. Just imagine in a second you could transfer any skills or information to anyone, anywhere. So just imagine learning a new language or some mastering musical instrument or just advancing in some science just in a second. So this innovation, I believe, would allow everyone across the globe to have the same opportunity to grow and learn. And with this innovation, I think that we can progress much faster. And everybody in the world will have the equal opportunity and chance to have really great education and knowledge. So that's
Thank you.
That's a tough question. That is really a tough question. Let me tell you about a pilot project that I've heard of just recently. It started by coincidence in Germany. It is an artificial intelligence project because it allows people of very old age to feed a lot of data into a system so that a lot of birthday videos, a lot of individual contributions, letters that the person have written, photos, all kinds of personal information is fed into the system, and then the system creates a kind of an artificial intelligence digital twin of the person, so that after this person has died, the remaining relatives can still talk to the digital version of this person that has deceased. So the way it is marketed is that grandkids can still talk to their grandpa a long time after the grandpa has died. You notice the similarity with me myself being a grandpa. So that's something that's already alive, that's already possible. But if I had superpowers, actually, I would rather not improve the artificial part of it. I would rather use the digital twin in order to turn back time for a day or so that before someone dies, some intervention can be made, and maybe the person can be saved from dying. But this, of course, requires superpowers.
But I heard in China they did it already.
Thank you very much, class. Gary?
I think I will, if I had the chance to create any artificial intelligence and if I had the power, I will create something that I guess make people so that they can die, as Mr. Klaus said. So we could see our grandparents and mothers and our parents every day and every time we want. So we won't see them die.
Thank you, Gary.
Superpower that I would choose, I think I would say either time travel or teleportation. I guess like, it truly does make our life so much easier. Like for example, imagine time traveling. Like you could go to the future and find out more stuff, and you could learn about the upcoming, if there are flying cars. There has been so many theories in the past that by 2020 we're gonna have flying cars, but there is none. So I think that's my answer.
Thank you very much, Iran. Does anyone from the superheroes have any ideas in the hall? Any ideas? Do you have an idea? The lady, can we pass the microphone, please?
You can come here, please. You can march here. You can approach here. Who has an idea?
The ladies here.
You?
Yeah.
So I would ask for a pen and a paper, and anything that you write in there will become like truth. And with that, one wish could save like many lives by creating more stuff.
Any other ideas? Oh, so many ideas, wow. Yes, if you're loud enough, you can, of course. Back up. Thank you very much. Anyone? Yes, one more. Would you like to come here? You want to come here? Please.
If I had the superpower, I would choose to read people's lives, so I know what they say about me. And yeah, and also I would like to teleport and stuff, because if you're late to a lesson, you could just end up there, and it would be good.
Thank you very much. The last idea from someone. Who wants? Please come. Who was the first one? Yes, please.
Like Kiran said, I would say time traveling, so you know what happened in the past and what will happen in the future. For example, who betrayed you, who will be correct, what will happen, what new cars will be. For example, who ruled the world, which new president will be. And from before, you know the history of your, for example, your country and other history.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That was the last question because of the timing, I'm sorry. So, the next question to the panel participants is, people are now talking a lot about the disruption in the future of workforce because of AI, because of the artificial intelligence, and there is some sort of expectations in terms of disruption of the future of workforce. On the other hand, businesses are promoting heavily the humanizing, the idea of humanizing AI. What are your thoughts on this? We'll start with that hand first.
I think artificial intelligence already changing the workforce and making AI humanized, let's say, it's our challenge and our task as humans. So I think we should train artificial intelligence so that it, let's say, be trained by the empathy, creativity, and collaboration, so that it feels human values and needs. And at the same time, I think AI should do repetitive and routine tasks, so that people should focus on creative things, more strategic, more complex tasks, and just connect with each other. So I think together with AI, people and human could do much more in order to progress further in the world. So that's my opinion.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm sparing you the facts that we actually already use AI also in our company. So, but there is one interesting fact, maybe you've heard it, Goldman Sachs just recently published a nice figure. They say by 2030, so in just 5.5 years, already 300 million people on the planet will be replaced more or less in their job by artificial intelligence. So that's quite an impressive number, but you can be afraid of it, but I don't think this is good advice. We learned it in our own company that it's better to embrace it because it has many advantages. So maybe those 300 million people can start developing superpowers and invent some time travel opportunities, because I believe it's much better to look forward and to try something new and to do something better than being afraid of being replaced. If the artificial intelligence can replace you, your value to society was anyway not that great. Sorry for being a bit honest and brutal on that one. But I strongly believe that you have to build your capabilities. That's why we spent the time in school. That's why we spent the time in university. You have to develop your capabilities to serve others. And the moment you develop those, and the moment you bring value and you are able to serve others, no artificial intelligence in the world will ever replace you.
Thank you, Klaus. Heidi.
In my opinion, artificial intelligence may replace and take over the world, because over years we can see that artificial intelligence has developed so much, and in the future, when we will try harder to make artificial intelligence better and work harder for it, the robots can take over the world, like replace us, like it's possible.
So you need to be really fast. Stand up.
Yeah, it may take too long.
This is the same thing I'm telling to my kids at home. So you need to be really fast.
I completely agree with that. I think that eventually in the future, AI will take over the world, and there will be no opportunities for humans. I think that AI will take over everyone's jobs. Like, for example, I was thinking about studying architecture, but then I thought to myself, no, in the future AI will replace this. I won't be able to do this. So, like Mr. had said, I think that AI will eventually replace humanity. So I think that humanizing AI is super important so that people don't starve to death.
True. Thank you very much. My next question is to Aydın Hanım about the school curriculum. So how do you apply innovation and AI in the school curriculum and in your daily school studies?
Thank you for your question, Ms. Aysel, but if you don't mind, I will continue in Azerbaycan. İlk olaraq bir daha təşəkkür edirəm bu görüşü təşkil etdiyiniz üçün. Çox maraqlı suallar və cavabları dinlədik. Sadəcə olaraq indi mənim deyəcəyim bir növ burada səslənənlərin hamısının yükünü olacaq ki, ilk olaraq innovasiya, təhsildə innovasiya nədir? Yəni təhsildə innovasiya, 21-ci əsrdə innovasiya ənənəvi təhsilin yeni təhsillə əvəz olunması üçün bir alətdir. Amma bu alətin tətbiq olunması üçün sözsüz ki, innovativ məktəb mühiti lazımdır, innovativ müəllim lazımdır, innovativ şərait lazımdır ki, bunu da yetişdirmək hər bir fərdin, məktəbdə olan hər bir fərdin öhdəsinə düşür. Və innovativ tədris proqramları, bizim dediyimiz innovativ kurikulumlar, onlar bir günün içində yaradılan bir sənət deyil. İnnovativ proqram İnnovativ proqramların tətbiqi bir prosesdir ki, buna şagirdin, müəllimin, cəmiyyətin tələblərini və ehtiyaclarını ödəmək üçün hazırlanan bir prosesdir. Biz məktəb olaraq onu qeyd edə bilərik ki, 2001-ci ildən yaranmışıq və 2001-ci ildə açılışını bilavasitə Ulu Öndər Heydər Əliyevin iştirakı ilə edən zaman onun tövsiyəsi oldu ki, biz yeni cəmiyyət üçün, sürətlə dəyişən cəmiyyət üçün yeni nəsil yetişdirməliyik. O yeni nəsildə sözsüz ki, innovativ silahlarla silahlanmalıdır bir mənalı olaraq. Və bu 2001-ci ildən etibarən bu kompleksdə yeniliklər daima tətbiq olunur. Son yeniliyimiz isə bizim interaktiv proqram olan STEAM-in tətbiqidir ki, bir neçə fənnin inteqrasiyasına əsaslanan bu fənn şagirdlərdə həm kritik düşüncəni, həm yaradıcılığı və bir 5 fənnin bilavasitə əlaqəsini özündə əks etdirir və məhz bu proqramın sayəsində şagirdlərimiz fərqli bacarıqlara yiyələnirlər, rəqəmsal bacarıqlardır, robototexnikadır və s. və bu bacarıqlarını onlar müxtəlif fənlərdən əldə etdikləri biliklərlə bir həyata keçirirlər və müxtəlif müsabiqələrdə iştirak edirlər. Süni intellektə gəldikdə isə, yəni bayaq da səsləndi, mən əminəm ki, bizim hamımız o ifadəni eşidirik ki, süni intellekt təhsili dağıdacaq. Amma bununla heç cür razı deyilik. Hər bir yeni silah onu istifadə edən şəxsin əlində öz funksionallığını bir növ əldə edir. Və silahdan necə istifadə ediriksə, o cürdə o işləyəcək və süni intellektdən biz dərslərdə, məktəblərdə, hal-hazırda süni intellektdən sinifin idarə olmasından tutmuş məktəbin idarə olmasına qədər istifadə oluna bilər. Şagirdlərin qiymətləndirilməsindən tutmuş məktəblərin qiymətləndirilməsinə də istifadə oluna bilər. Süni intellektdən şagirdin yalnız qiymətləndirilməsi deyil, həmçinin onun əldə etdiyi məlumatların hamısının emal olunmasında da istifadə oluna bilər və kurikulumda da sözsüz ki, mən əminəm ki, gələcəkdə müəllim əməyinin rasionallaşdırılması məqsədi ilə məhz süni intellektdən hər bir sinifdə, hər bir proqramda istifadə olunacaq.
Möhtəşəm, təşəkkür edirəm. My next question is to Klaus on innovations, technology and AI that is applied in Bakcell because we have recently gone through the rebranding. And innovations is at the forefront of the new strategy. So please tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You may have seen our new logo. We have recently rebranded Bakcell just 2 weeks ago. And we believe all those recent developments that we have spoken about today about artificial intelligence and about innovations makes it the perfect moment for Bakcell to reposition ourselves as an innovative company. So from now onwards, we made it our single focus to bring innovations to the good people in Azerbaijan. That is a bold move, I have to tell you, because usually companies have many targets and goals and visions, and usually there is a whole bunch of conflicting stuff that is to be taken aim at. But we have decided to use a new approach. This is a new way of doing business. We are focused on innovations and innovations only. You may know that Bakcell has for many years provided mobile services. You may even know that we have the fastest mobile network in Azerbaijan, because for 6 years in a row we have won the test so that we can prove that we are not only claiming, we can prove that we have the fastest network. And we have made some other innovations in the past. For example, we were the first in Azerbaijan who brought the eSIM a year ago. The eSIM is actually an embedded SIM card. So if your mobile phone is new enough, you do not need to put a plastic SIM card in the phone anymore. You can sign up with us just by face identification or online. If you are in a Wi-Fi connection, you can sign up with us. You do not need to come. You don't need to pick up any kind of SIM card. That makes things much easier and much simpler. And we have many more things to come. And Ilhan, I believe we can reveal here that just at the beginning of this week, we have started offering home internet services as well. So if I may, if you are sitting at home and you are doing homework and you need an internet connection, and your internet connection is not fast enough or for whatever other reasons not good enough, please approach your parents. Let them know that Bakcell is now offering the fastest home internet services as well. And we will not stop there. There is more to come. We are currently developing a conversational chat, a kind of a customer interface that is purely conversational. We will launch it later in the year as one of our new innovations. Our in-house ambition that I can reveal to you here because we are among friends. Our in-house ambition is that every 2 months we will come up with something new. I'm not 100% sure as the CEO that we can make it happen, because this is really a challenging task to bring an organization to such a high speed of changing, a high speed of change in a very short period of time, because I just started a year and a half ago. But we have made super good progress so far. And our ambition is to come up with something new every 2 months. And this week we came up with home internet.
Thank you very much, Klaus. The next question is to Elhan, again on Bakcell rebranding, as to someone who has some footprint in this rebranding process in terms of the visual identity and the new bold look. So how does it reflect, how the new visual identity of Bakcell reflects on the new innovative approach? Because we know that it's not only the cosmetic change, but it has a certain philosophy. So please.
Thank you for the question. I think Mr. Klaus described quite a lot about the rebranding. Yes, we recently did a rebranding in Bakcell on 25th of April. So the previous one was in 2009, so it was 15 years past and we did the next rebranding. This is I would confidently say that this is the boldest rebranding in Azerbaijan. so far. So the philosophy behind the rebranding, as Klaus mentioned, is all about innovation. So we commit to bring to Azerbaijan cutting-edge technologies, customer-oriented products, and all about innovation. So in Bakcell, we follow three main streams. It's about enhancing the connectivity, improving user experience, and introducing innovative products. Those are relevant to our customers and still affordable. So this is all about, in short, about rebranding. So our main rebranding, maybe you heard, rebranding event was in the Boulevard area in Baku, and 8 following rebranding events in 8 main cities of Azerbaijan. 5 already done, and 3 to go, including Shusha. So you are all invited to our regional events as well. Thank you.
And also the star philosophy, so the new star of Bakcell.
Yeah, you see on the screens, new star of Bakcell. So it has 5 tiles that together formulates a star. You see the star as a negative space inside the 5 tiles. So each element of the tiles means all the philosophy behind the Bakcell new brand, meaning that different aspects that formulates our philosophy, including the pride, innovation, prestige, and our services together formates our star. And the most interesting part of the star that it is very dynamic. It is more star. It means that we as a Bakcell change every day and progress every day. And of course reflects our customers and people of Azerbaijan.
Thank you very much, Elhan. The question is to Gadil. What is your most, what in your opinion is the most innovative subject at school?
In my opinion, the most innovative technology in the world is artificial intelligence, specifically large language models like ChatGPT, Chat AI, Blackbox AI, etc. But as for Azerbaijan, there has not so much specific information about innovative technologies in the country. However, Azerbaijan has been making efforts to develop the technology sectors, including initiatives in AI, the cybersecurity, and e-government sectors.
But how about your school? The most innovative in your opinion, the subject that you like to consider the most innovative?
In my school, and as for me, I use ChatGPT. Yeah,
As everyone.
As everyone. There has everything, answers for everything.
Thank you very much. Did you have ideas?
The subjects in our school, the most innovative ones, I would say IT and STEAM. In IT, we do activities like coding or learning programs like Java or Python. And in STEAM, it's more of science and art. We learn about being able to make conclusions or being able to tell patterns. And we also build Legos, build buildings from Legos, and we program robots. And all of these subjects are one of the most innovative subjects in our schools. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think this was the last question because we are conscious of time and we see Ardi is getting excited to meet you all guys, so he's moving his hands and he's ready for the conversation. So I would like to thank you first of all to all the panel participants and to you guys, the superheroes who made today's event happen, for all your ideas and all your questions. It was very important for us to get this conversation started with the real people who will be building the future very soon. Thank you very much.
Hello students of MTK. I am thrilled to be here with you today. My name is Ardi and I'm an AI-powered Bakcell robot. I'm here to talk about the fascinating world of technology and answer any questions you might have. Together, we'll explore how AI and robotics are changing our lives and what the future might hold. I'm excited to meet all of you and learn together. Let's have a great time.
Thank you, Ardi. How do you think robots can learn new things? Can they ever learn as much as humans?
Robots learn new things through programming and algorithms that allow them to process information and adapt. While robots can learn specific tasks quickly, they currently can't match the depth and flexibility of human learning.
What would you suggest to students of the Modern Educational Center?
I suggest that the students of MTK focus on developing skills like critical thinking, problem solving, and adaptability. It's also important to learn about technology and digital literacy, as these skills will be essential in a future where AI and robotics are common. Additionally, creativity and teamwork will help you succeed in both your studies and future careers.
Thank you. How can robots like you help children to learn more in the classroom?
Robots like me can help students learn by providing personalized assistance, answering questions, and creating interactive learning experiences that make topics more engaging and understandable.
Do you think robots can keep the personal information of people safe?
AI can help protect students' personal information by detecting and preventing cyber attacks, identifying suspicious activities, and ensuring secure data encryption. It continuously learns and adapts to new threats, keeping students' information safe as they use online learning platforms.
Thank you very much, Ardi. With this, I would like to invite children, because I know children would like to ask questions to Ardi. So I'm asking my colleagues, are we ready for the students' questions? Okay, so can you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Şagirdləri. I'm a grade 8 student and I would like to ask a question. So my question is, what's the difference between artificial intelligence and human intelligence? And can artificial intelligence completely replace human intelligence?
Artificial intelligence, like myself, is designed to support humans by automating tasks and solving problems. While AI is great at analyzing data and solving puzzles, it can't fully replace human intelligence. Humans have unique abilities like creativity, empathy, and complex decision-making that AI can't replicate. So even as AI becomes more advanced, there will still be a need for human labor, especially for jobs that require these special human skills.
Thank you for your answer.
Who is next?
Do you think AI will replace humans in the future?
Do you think AI will replace humans in the future?
Yes, AI is likely to change the way we study and learn in the future by providing more personalized learning experiences, automating certain tasks, and offering new ways to access information and resources.
Hello, my name is Ahmed. I'm a grade student. My question is that what can use of AI in medicine change?
AI is transforming medicine in remarkable ways. It can analyze vast amounts of medical data quickly and accurately, helping doctors diagnose diseases earlier and develop personalized treatment plans. AI also assists in surgeries, predicts disease outbreaks, and makes healthcare more accessible through telemedicine. It's an exciting time for AI in medicine.
Hello, my name is Hassan. I'm a grade 8 student, and my question is, how does the use of artificial intelligence in the workplace change people's prospects on a career, and what extent can it change?
The use of artificial intelligence in the workplace can change people's career prospects by automating some jobs, but also creating new ones. Jobs that involve repetitive tasks might be done by AI, but new jobs could be created to manage and develop AI systems, like AI trainers or data analysts. So, while some jobs might change, AI could also open up new and exciting career opportunities for people.
Thank you.
What are the limitations of artificial intelligence like us?
Unlike humans, artificial intelligence has limitations. AI can't think creatively or understand emotions like humans can. It also relies on data, so it may not always make the best decisions in new or unexpected situations. While AI is great at certain tasks, it still has a lot to learn from human intelligence.
Hello, I'm Andreza from grade 8. My question is, will AI change the way we study and learn in the future? Will AI change the way we study and learn in the future?
Yes, AI is likely to change the way we study and learn in the future by providing more personalized learning experiences, automating certain tasks, and offering new ways to access information and resources.
Thank you.
This was the last question. Thank you very much to the students. Thank you very much to the teachers, to everyone who made it happen. You can have pictures with Ardi, you can take pictures with Ardi, you can approach and say bye to him. And thank you very much again.